How did creating the Rings of Power affect Sauron's power and influence? Have you ever wondered how the creation of the Rings of Power transformed Sauron's power and influence in Middle-earth? To grasp this, we need to look back at the legacy of Melkor, also known as Morgoth, the first Dark Lord. Morgoth's actions and ambitions set the stage for Sauron, who was once a Maya, a powerful spirit meant to assist in shaping the world. After Morgoth's defeat, Sauron emerged as a significant threat, aiming to dominate the free peoples, particularly the Elves. The Rings of Power were not just mere trinkets, they were part of Sauron's grand scheme to extend his control. Disguised as Annatar, the Lord of Gifts, Sauron taught the elven smiths of a region, led by Celebrimbor, how to craft these rings. Together, they forged 19 Rings of Power. However, Sauron secretly crafted the One Ring, designed to rule over the others and bind their wearers to his will. The immediate impact of these rings was profound. They granted their bearers enhanced abilities, such as prolonged life and magical powers, but there was a hidden cost. Sauron aimed to corrupt and enslave the leaders of the free peoples. While the wise elves mostly resisted his influence, the men who received the rings were more susceptible. 9 great kings of men accepted the rings and eventually became the Nazgûl, or ringwraiths, utterly loyal to Sauron. The Dwarves, who also received rings, showed more resistance to direct domination. However, the rings amplified their greed, leading to their own ruin. The Elves, realizing Sauron's deception, hid the 3 rings they created without his influence. They used these rings to preserve their realms but avoided wearing them openly while Sauron possessed the One Ring. From a practical standpoint, the creation of the rings allowed Sauron to extend his influence beyond his physical presence. The Nazgûl acted as his chief lieutenants, spreading fear and enforcing his will throughout Middle-earth. The rings also sowed division and distrust among the free peoples, weakening their unity and making them more vulnerable to Sauron's schemes. In the context of Morgoth's legacy, Sauron's use of the rings reflects a continuation of Morgoth's methods. He employed deception, corruption, and manipulation of desire to achieve dominance. Sauron's crown often echoes Morgoth's iron crown, symbolizing his claim to that dark legacy. In summary, the creation of the Rings of Power significantly increased Sauron's power and influence. They provided him with a means to corrupt and control the leaders of Middle-earth, especially men, and created powerful servants in the Nazgûl. The rings also created discord among the free peoples, making them less able to resist Sauron's rise. Thus, the Rings of Power were central to Sauron's strategy for domination, reflecting both his cunning and the enduring influence of Morgoth's dark legacy.